Real Estate Ninja. I've got a story out of Watcher.guru, and it's about Jerome Powell and a warning he's giving on the future of the US dollar. I believe that the truth is out there, that the people in the know, in high positions of power in finance, always tell you the truth. I believe they live by that code. I know it sounds crazy. It's actually part of an evil agenda because they always want to tell you the truth and then they mock you for not listening. And I am one of those people that do understand what it's like to tell someone the absolute 100% truth a little bit into the future. I tell someone what's coming and they just roll their eyes at me. They think they know more. And I am saying this humbly. They don't know more. And it's because I've devoted a good portion of my life to studying these things. And I see certain things coming ahead of time, and I warn people because there are normal cycles, there are normal patterns, and people just don't care. And so I believe that this is a very serious warning, but not only from an aspect of, let's say, a conspiratorial aspect, people like doing bad things to other people. The Federal Reserve Chairman of the United States has more information than mostly anyone in the world, and they know exactly the future of this currency. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that the BRICS nations are completely dismantling the US petrodollar trade facility. All right, this is a big freaking deal. Real quick disclaimer, don't give any fake ninjas, people saying they're me, money. I will never, ever, I don't want to invest your money. I have a hard enough time investing my own, okay? So don't give them money. They're all scammers, cheats, and liars, okay? But I opened up the comments because I'm getting great feedback from some of you about what's going on in the world and in the channel, and I'm being given some great ideas for some upcoming videos, okay? Fed chair warns over US dollar future as global focus shifts. It says here, over the last year, the BRICS bloc has seen a notable increase in its overall prevalence. Indeed, the economic alliance has grown in its quest to bring forth a multipolar world subsequently, as it has sought to lessen international reliance on the US dollar. The greenback is entering a time of increased fragility. That was certainly echoed by the chairman of the United States Central Bank speaking to 60 Minutes. And amid the BRICS de-dollarization plans, Fed Chair Powell says the US dollar is on an unsustainable path, specifically referring to the rather vulnerable state of the country's mounting debt. How many people do you think watch 60 Minutes? Guaranteed you have to be 60 or over to watch it. And I'm not saying that as an insult, but think about it. This critical information where you have the Federal Reserve Chairman saying that the dollar's on an unsustainable path, a warning, a very serious warning. And look, Jerome Powell is on right now. Go say hi to Jerome Powell watching the channel. Think about this. This information does not get out to the masses. I wish it would. There would be more of a panic if people took it serious, but there will be a panic. And the sad thing is the panic will come as a trickle-down effect, because since there are fewer and fewer countries buying US government debt, it means that rates are going to have to keep rising. I wish people understood this. In the near term, not tomorrow, because I think there's going to be a dip prior to the election. This is going to be politically driven. It's so hard not to share the truth. It's so hard. You're like, hey, if you say this, you're going to get dinged. I'm like, I can't stop. It's the truth. As rates go up, companies are going to lay off more people. And then the panic ensues when they're finally told by the mainstream media, because the government numbers come out and say, oh yeah, unemployment spiked. We're in double digits. Everything went to crap. Who would have saw this coming? Well, a lot of you see it. And matter of fact, type 1 if you see it, if you get it. Type 2 if you don't. And it's important that people are like, hey, I really don't see it. I don't see it. So it's important that people are honest, because you can't get anywhere in life until you start to realize where you're at, But here you've got Powell talking on 60 Minutes, talking about this, right? He said, this is a quote from him, in the long run, the U.S. is on an unsustainable financial path, or fiscal path, Powell stated. And that just means that the debt is growing faster than the economy, essentially meaning that we are borrowing from future generations. Altogether, Powell's statement reads as a stern warning, specifically a warning regarding the out of control nature of US debt. Ultimately, that should place a stark concern in countries that are seeking to rely on the greenback for international trade. For the BRICS bloc, a move away from the US dollar was self-preservational. However, it has foreshadowed an impending downfall that could come in the next several years. Subsequently, as that collapse is ongoing, the economic alliance has provided a key alternative in the form of the bloc's de-dollarization initiatives that could create the perfect storm to threaten the global reserve status of the world's most powerful currency. I believe that has already happened. Again, this is why I buy gold. All of these central banks around the world are buying gold. Ironically, our central bank's not, because I believe the pride comes before a fall, and the Federal Reserve has not been buying gold. Our U.S. government has not been adding to their gold reserves. Quite frankly, I do not believe that their gold reserves are truthful. So that's why I invest in it. I'm not saying that you should, but I think it's just ongoing. The more that happens as the BRICS nations get bigger, it's just another great reason to buy and own gold. All right, that being said, I thank you so much for watching. The Real Estate Ninja is out. Everyone say hi to Jerome Powell, by the way. Thank you for being on, Jerome Powell.